You were over. I would have had it.
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm going for the sweep.
Near. Oh, let's go, baby. Welcome, BiggerPockets fans, to The Price of the Property is Wrong, sponsored by our good friends over at RentToRetirement. This is the game show where we test the abilities of our contestants and have them guess how much these properties cost. I'm joined here by my good friend Dave Meyer and David Greene. Dave Meyer, where are you calling in from today, bud?
I'm joining you all the way from Amsterdam in the Netherlands.
Oh, I hear everything is legal there.
Pretty much.
David Greene, what about you, man? Where are you calling in from?
The East San Francisco Bay Area, city called Brentwood.
Awesome. Okay, and Dave Meyer, what are you investing these days? You changing up your investment strategy, or are you holding strong on the kind of investing passively in syndications and such?
No, mostly long-term multifamily investing these days.
Fantastic. David Greene, what about you, man? What are you investing in?
Short-term rentals, medium-term rentals, long-term rentals, lots of rentals.
Awesome. All right, well, let's get into it, guys. But before we do, I wanted to read a couple of rules off for you guys, just so we're all coming into this level playing ground. We understand the rules of the road, all right? It's two very simple rules. Rule number one, contestants will have to guess the purchase price of an investment property with only the information given to them. Rule number two, contestants are judged based on how close they are to the true price. If they both guess the same amount over or under, the one who guesses under wins. Any questions?
No, I'm impressed you think we'll both be close enough to actually tie.
You guys were pretty hand-in-hand last one. Last episode was Beach Edition. This episode, we're going to go a little woodsy. All right, we go a little more granola, a little rustic. And we're going to be guessing cabins, all right? That is the theme of today's game show. So if you guys are okay with it, I think let's jump right into property number one. We have a beautiful, cute little cabin. It's quaint. It's tucked into the trees. You get a beautiful view of mountains and birds and stuff like that. And inside, lined with some tongue and groove wood. It's got what every house needs, a ceiling fan, a great leather couch, wood floors. It's even got the tea kettle. I honestly don't know what this property doesn't have.
Where is this located?
Location, Chimney Rock, North Carolina. Purchase year, 2016. Bed bath count, it's a 1-1, and the square footage is 1,982 square feet.
Whoa.
Okay, so
Okay.
Dave, I'm going to start with you since I think you were the winner last round.
Okay, so 1-1, it was like just under 1,000 square feet, and we're trying to guess
it was
the purchase.
1,982 square feet. So it's actually a pretty spacious 1-1.
Yeah, wow. That's one large bedroom. And then we're guessing the price in 2016. I'm going to go with $289,000.
200 and how much?
89.
89,000. David Greene, what are your thoughts here, man? You're going to guess
so tough.
over or under?
Well, 2016 was before the short-term rental boom happened. And it's an odd one, right? One bedroom, 1,900 square feet. But
Yeah.
they probably
The
have more
2,000
than
square
one
foot
bedroom in there.
1-1, basically.
Right. Which I don't know if I buy that. It may be labeled as that, but that could be because the septic is only allowed to have one bedroom, but it could have three. Dave had a really good guess there. I want to go a little bit higher, and I'm going to go with 315.
315,000. And then Dave Meyer, you're at 100. You're at
289.
289.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all ready for the answer?
Yes.
It hurts my heart to say this because you both are incorrect. But one of you is less incorrect. The purchase price of this home is $185,000.
Wow. Wow. What a deal.
So I think I have to give the W on this one to Dave Meyer. How's it feel?
All
How's
right.
it feel? Like you're back? You know, you have to defend the title. You're already coming out the gate ahead.
It feels good, but every answer I give, I have zero confidence in, so I can't really feel good about myself until I have that second property picked right.
I think $185,000 is actually quite the steal. Chimney Rock is just outside of Asheville, which is a really booming area for tourism and short-term rentals. It's a little bit tougher to get a permit out there these days. I think there's some regulations that you have to work around. So a lot of people will invest in places like Chimney Rock or Black Mountain or some of the outer areas. And so I would say $185,000 is definitely not reflective of what it might cost today. I'd imagine it'd probably be, probably double that price pretty easily. Couldn't say for sure, but it's a pretty sought after city, I'd say.
Pictures make it look nice. Looks like a nice area.
I would book it. In fact, I already have for all of us. Surprise trip.
Oh, we're all going to stay in one bedroom.
We're all going to stay in
the
one
giant 1,900 square
I
foot
made
bedroom.
sure that it was an Alaskan king so that we could all have space on the bed.
What's it? I don't even know what an Alaskan king is. I've only heard of California king.
Yeah, so I think California king is wider, but an Alaskan king... No, California king is
It's longer.
But
Yeah.
Alaskan king is wider so that you can have your Alaskan king crabs in bed with you.
Which everyone must.
It's a must, especially it's the top rated amenity actually on Airbnb. All right, so I'd say let's get into property number 2, but actually a little bit of a shakeup here. I'm actually bringing in a good friend of the show, Zach Lee Master, CEO of RentToRetirement, to actually help us with this property. Welcome to the show, Zach.
Hey guys, thanks for having me, and I'm excited to talk about one of our own personal properties that was featured on the show.
This was a property that was on the RentToRetirement website at one point?
This is actually one we personally own and personally use, so it's
cool.
one that's very familiar to us.
So you have the inside scoop on this property.
We got all the details.
Zach, why don't you run us through all of the stats for it, but don't give the purchase price yet, because our friends Dave and David are going to be guessing that.
All right, gentlemen, you ready to get in touch with your inner spirit animal in the Colorado Rockies? Because this is a 9,000 square foot ski house located in Keystone, Colorado. It was purchased, well, it's 5 minutes from the ski resort. So it's a short drive. It's got a beautiful view out the back. It's 8 bed, 11 bath, all in suites. So there's bathrooms for each bedroom. This was bought in 2022, and this was negotiated for a total of 6 months. So this was a challenge to actually purchase. There was a lot of work that went into it, and we are projected to do over $500,000 this year in rental income.
Oh my goodness, dude! This house is crazy.
I would definitely stay here.
Yeah.
Yes, this place looks awesome. And now I feel pressure because this is the first place on this show that I've actually been, and I've been many, many times to Keystone. So I should understand this market.
And this is an area where, if you know anything about the Colorado Rockies, it's becoming more and more challenging to have a short-term rental permit, and there's a lot of regulation going on there. So we were lucky in that this is an area in Keystone where this is still allowed. So
Because this is Summit County?
Summit County, that's correct.
All right.
11 bedrooms. 11 bedrooms. I don't think I've ever seen a house with 11 bedrooms. So it's quite the home here, man.
So it's got room for everybody. Compared to the last property you introduced, you all do not have to stay in the same bed in this one. You all have your space.
But we can if we want. And I think that's an important fact to put out there.
You can still eat king crab in your bed, Rob. Don't worry.
All right, so we're going to start with David Greene this round. David Greene, what do you think this property would cost to go out, make an offer on, and acquire?
This is so hard. 9,000 square feet, making a ton of money in an area I know nothing about. Are we guessing today's price?
No, we're guessing the purchase price that Zach bought it for.
And what year was that?
Last year, 2022. The first part of 2022, and negotiated for 6 total months. So give you a little bit of a hint on, we had to work for this one.
I'm going to shoot with 2.6 million.
That's a good guess. That's a really good guess.
I have no
Dave
idea
Meyer?
if that's a good guess at all. I'm completely
Could
flying.
you
with
have
it.
I'm
gooder
going
guess.
way higher. I'm going way higher. I'm going with 3.7 million.
Wow, so over $1 million more than what David Greene, the man, the myth, the legend himself guessed.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, David
Which
Greene.
actually would probably still be a great deal if you got a 3.7 or whatever I just said.
Probably. All right, so David Greene, we have you at 2.6. Dave Meyer, we have you at 3.7. Can you guys lock in your answers by just slamming your desk here really fast? Say, fantastic. Well, the price of this beautiful abode comes in at $3.2 million, and the point goes to David Greene.
Which he probably did have a unfair advantage on, because, Rob, we actually talked about this on show 626 of the Real Estate Podcast. But it's good to see David Greene coming back. I think he's still behind, but who's counting? But job well done, gentlemen.
You know,
we're tied.
This new game, they are tied. I mean, it's scary to the tension that I feel coming out of my computer frightens me to my core. But it's okay. We still have one property where the ultimate winner will come on top. So
wait, what'd you buy this for, Zach?
3.2, and it was listed at 4.875.
That's a very good deal. That's
For
a very good deal.
6 months
for that area. I'm
negotiation.
impressed.
Thank you.
I brought it down to 3.7 because I thought it would be higher given how big it is and how expensive that area is. But you said you negotiated for so long. So I brought it down like at least $500,000 and you beat me by $500,000. So well done.
we are a big fan of what we call the offensive offer, where you go in and you make an offensive offer for, whatever pencils out for you. So you come into this place, $4.8 million, you somehow get it to $3.2 million. That's a big reduction. What was the secret?
We knew where the numbers would work, which was our initial offer was $3 million. And we didn't even get a response from the broker, right? They just completely blew us off. It was an offensive offer. This is a unique property that requires an entire team to manage it. And we did have to do some repairs. I think we replaced a boiler on it for $150,000 going into it. So,
Whoa.
I mean, it was a big job to take on. And I don't think there was many people really looking at this. And that's why it was listed for 6 months. And so we put that initial offer in. We came back 2 months later, put the same offer in again, 2 months later, put the same offer in, and then we finally settled it at 3.2.
Oh, so what was the offer?
Our initial offer was $3 million.
Would you have been fine with 3.2 out the gate?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, actually, this one, Rob, is performing better than we expected. The previous year, the rental income on it was less than $300,000, and we already have on the books for 2023 over $500,000 simply by using dynamic pricing. So really, the crux on this one too is that the previous property manager was probably not doing the most efficient job. They did not have dynamic pricing. It was listed at $1,700 a night year round. It was almost rented year round for that, including but Christmas or New Year's, $1,700, same thing in May or October. And so by simply coming in and having dynamic pricing, using the software like Wheelhouse, which we use, we were able to increase the income quite dramatically.
Wow. Well, congratulations. That $500,000 on a $3.2 million property, those numbers work out. That should be just over a 20% return if my internal calculator is correct.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for joining us, man.
Man, Zach's boiler was as expensive as the entire first house.
I wanted to ask about that. I didn't know that boilers could cost $150,000.
Not on a residential property.
The 3-boiler system, one specifically for the driveway and the patio heat. So
So it's so luxury that you heat the driveway. That's next level.
It's pretty baller.
honestly though, too, just with snow removal, it's actually more cost effective to do that versus paying for snow removal.
Holy moly, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, if you want to run a business, go to the Colorado mountains and run a snow removal company. It is ridiculous how much they charge probably short-term rental owners.
Before we get to our final short-term rental property, we want to say a quick word from our sponsor. Don't be like David and Dave guessing a property's price. If you want the right price on cash-flowing turnkey rentals, check out RentToRetirement. We're talking turnkey rentals too, as in buy a property, sit back, and collect rent. They have single-family, multifamily, commercial, and new build properties available in the best markets throughout the United States of America to maximize cash flow, appreciation, and equity so you can reach financial freedom faster. To learn more, visit RentToRetirement.com. That's RentToRetirement.com or call 800-311-6781. With that, let's jump into our final property. Neck and neck over here, 1-to-1. Property number 3. Property number 3 is a little different. It's a bit of a challenge round because they purchased the land and built it, so you will be guessing the land and the build price for this specific beautiful modern home that you see tucked into the trees. Square footage, the land was 3 acres, and the property built on the land was 1,100 square feet. This is located in Hendersonville, North Carolina. Purchase year 2021. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, open, airy. It's sprawling. You walk in and you feel at home. Fellas, what are your initial thoughts of a property like this? Dream home or nah?
Looks super nice to me. I mean, that view looks great.
That is a really
So
nice
it's
view.
3 acres.
3 acres, 1,100 square foot home. It's a 3-2.
1,100. So we're guessing the total price?
You're guessing the price of the land and the construction price to build that home that you see there.
Okay.
And one thing to keep in mind, 2021 was really at the height of the construction boom when lumber was like 3 times or 4 times more expensive than it was supposed to be. So that's something to consider when you're trying to factor in the construction price.
And where is this again?
Hendersonville, North Carolina, which, if I'm not mistaken, isn't too far from the last property that we just looked at.
Okay. I'm asking that question as if the answer will matter, but I don't know where it is. Anywhere in North Carolina. Okay.
Yeah, so that one's right outside of Asheville as well. David hasn't said anything. It makes me a little nervous that he's worried over there of losing again. So I'm going to start with him. I'm going to give him the upper... well, you know what? I'm going to give the upper hand to Dave Meyer because I think that gives David the upper hand. So Dave Meyer, I'm going to let you guess first.
Probably shouldn't have cursed.
We'll leave it out in post, don't worry.
I'm going to go with a land price of $99,000.
Just give us the cumulative price.
Oh, cumulative? $429,000.
$429,000. A little out there, but okay, I like it. I like it.
What makes that out there?
I don't know. It just felt like the right thing to say.
Okay. All right.
They provided me a list of one-liners before we did this, so I'm just reading off the page.
Just bring in a little bit of flair to the microphone.
doll.
I like that you called me out on it. David, what's your guess here?
Well, I gave you credit as if it was actually something intelligent, and I was like, I'm not smart enough to understand what about that was out there. Well, okay, so I was thinking 475, but I don't want to go over, Dave. How big is this thing again?
It is 1,100 square feet on 3 acres.
All right, that's pretty small. I'm going to adjust significantly. I'm going to come down to 405,000.
Oh, he's boxing the end.
400.
The advantage of going
I like
second.
it.
We're throwing
Yeah,
every
but I like
single
it.
advantage we possibly can to save my ego here.
Not quite so out there, I'll say.
Uh-oh, David won.
And I have no
Doesn't mean
particular...
anything when he says that.
It is neither out there nor not out there.
Dave, how does it feel after hearing David's guess? Does that make you... You said that he boxed you in. Does that make you feel self-conscious about your guess?
I feel like reasonably close on the build cost for some reason, but I have no idea what land costs are, and I might have gone under. I mean, look at that beautiful foliage. People pay a lot of money for that stuff.
That's true. And the leaves are red. It's Mother Nature, man. She's calling.
Yeah.
And I just
Nice
want to say
fire pit.
congratulations. I think it was a really great game. I think you guys were really neck and neck in this one. But ultimately, the W goes to my good friend David Greene. Because the purchase price of this home was $403,624.
So I was
You
off by
got it
like a
within like
grand.
$1,500?
Yeah, about $1,400.
So the question
Wow.
is,
You were pretty
does
close.
the accuracy of that last guess make up for the wild inconsistency of every previous guess that didn't involve something objective like building costs?
Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way.
Because I
but
missed Zach's by like $1.5 million.
You missed Zach's by 600,000. Dave missed Zach's by $500,000. So actually, you guys were pretty close on that too.
Doesn't that mean I won that one?
But you were over though.
Honestly, totally forgot about that rule. And I don't know if I like that rule, because then everyone just is going to go $1 more than the second.
Yeah,
The other
that's
one.
why I was saying we might have to throw that out for future shows.
You don't have to like the rules, but you do have to abide by them. And unfortunately, Dave Meyer, you're going to have to be seeking redemption on the next episode of The Price is Wrong.
Well, fair enough. David deserves to win. Getting within 1,400 on any of these is very commendable.
Well, honestly, I feel like the purchase price and the build cost, it all seems reflective for that area. $403,000 does seem a little bit on the pricey side for $1,100. I think if I were going to do this project myself, I'm probably going to be building at least 2,000 square feet. But I will say that even with an 1,100 square foot home, they still managed to get 3 bedrooms and 2 baths in there. So they may have just ergonomically laid it out to where it's a very comfortable stay for guests. But yeah, it's a great area. I've actually been looking to invest here myself. So maybe I need to contact this owner and find out how much they're making on Airbnb before I do that. But with that, fellas, thank you so much. I appreciate the tenacity, the grit, the perseverance, the candor, the audacity, the determination, the love and the passion for the game that you guys showed today. And thanks for everyone at home for watching today's show. Be sure to tune in next time for another exciting episode of The Price of the Property is Wrong.
You know, by the title, I'm actually probably winning at this because I'm much more wrong than Dave Meyer has been. Something to
I
think
am
about.
99% sure you said that joke in the last episode.
No way.
Thank you for watching our show, and tune in next month for another exciting episode of The Price of the Property is Wrong. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel to be the first to learn about new releases from the BiggerPockets YouTube channel. Also, check out Rent to Retirement at RentToRetirement.com or call 800-311-6781. See everyone on the next one.